real quick, if you don't mind, before we get into sort of the special announcements, we're going to have a conversation about what everyone can see here in the booth. If you could, why don't you introduce yourself first, and then we'll do age before beauty. We'll go, we'll go with you first, and then we'll move over to Larry. So please.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Esteban Pastor. I'm the Senior Product Manager here at ZKTeco USA. I'm mostly focusing on access control, hardware, software, and development.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Larry Reed. I'm CEO of ZKTeco USA and a very proud first employee hired by Mr. Minister Rod. Minister, thank you for the job. I'd like to put in for a raise soon, but we'll talk about that later.
No, I mean, we could change the topic here and write it up. We could facilitate this if we need to. That's all right. So, if you don't mind, so what are some of the products and solutions and partners? What? There's a lot going on in the booth currently right now. If you don't mind, highlight some of what's happening currently now inside the market. Or inside the booth. Who wants to go first?
So, really what we're showing here is the strength of having an ecosystem, ZKTeco system, whatever you want to call it, like that, and actually being interoperable and open with different types of partners here. So we have partners in access control, partners in key management, partners in visitor management, partners in entrance control, partners in single sign-on and biometrics. So it's really just showing the power of what different companies in the security industry, if they team up and they just put down their grudges in the competition, the type of solutions that we can offer customers is pretty amazing and kind of groundbreaking.
Very nice. For this, Larry?
Yeah, what we're showing, as Esteban said, is all the different products and solutions. But more important than that, how do they all work together to give the best user experience? So right from the enters with the turnstiles, all the metal detectors, to the access control, visitor management. Whether you have a data center solution, we have an intercom, we have the cyber security integration with Oloid and Authenticate, and partners with Imron using our panels with their Unity IS platform. We have smart key cabinet with Taurus. So anything and everything related to physical security, how it all works together. That's the theme.
Very nice. Larry?
Yeah, thanks, Lee. I like to also emphasize that a lot of the solutions you see on this growth, unlike so many of our competitors that have grown through company acquisition, so many competitors have purchased an access control company, they've purchased a storage company, they've purchased a counterline, and now you have a whole bunch of entities that are really not necessarily integrated or attempting to be integrated. All the products and solutions you see on this, all the hardware is made by a Sicilian and not by ZKTeco. And what that means is we have consistent pricing because it's all our products. You've got consistent product availability. You never had any supply chain issues. And you have consistent interoperability and consistent tech support. You're working with a vendor and running a fan call that gives you access to all of these products. And all of the software applications really is what we haven't necessarily designed about solve. So the real power behind all this technology is about the customer's single vendor. And we're very, very proud of that.
All right, so if we were to take a look at what's happening now, if we're to have this conversation a year from now, what do you think the booth will look like, and what would you be showcasing a year from now? And we did not plan these questions, so that's what you see as the... go ahead.
Maybe we just have AI-based bots and robots moving around and showing the solution. As you mentioned earlier, it's just that we want to be that hardware provider where we provide a platform or products which can work very well with the ecosystem. We want to be agnostic as far as, like for example, now our readers, we can read HID credentials, wavelength credentials, and VIG credentials. That covers 99% of the market, right? Without changing the form factor, without changing anything. It's the same single piece of hardware which can work with all three of them, right? So it's just an example of that.
Yeah, I was going to say someone the same, but even myself, I've just had conversations with different providers in the industry that are interested in this type of equipment, and they ask, are you willing to work with anyone? Do you have any kind of problems with that. And I said, no, we're completely open. I really don't care as long as there's a use for it. And the technology that we have is kind of groundbreaking compared to everyone else in the industry. I'm not saying that we're better than anybody, but everyone has kind of a niche, and we're able to marry all that together. So I think next year you'll see more partners, more integrations, bigger ecosystem, and the sky's kind of the limit if we keep going this way.
Very nice.
Yeah, Esteban, really here on the note as far as I'm concerned. It's the integration. It's ZKTeco becoming more sort of a platform on attracting some of these amazing solution providers. I mean, this is going to say, no, I can't mention it by name. And not that we're going to invite every single possible integration partner. And I think we do a good job in identifying the needs in the market and then finding partners that address that need. So I just look forward to having a larger presence at the show. There's not any name more partners join us, as Esteban just pointed out.
All right, so I'd like to always end these with, if somebody was to walk away with one thing inside the booth, and an idea, something they saw, a takeaway, what would that one thing be that you want to make sure that they walk away with? Actually, we'll start this way. We've done you the whole time. Larry, you're up first.
We're the one trusted partner that typically with 1 or 2 phone calls, whatever requirement needs to be addressed, whether ZKTeco is developing it or one of our partners, you end up with 1 phone call and you speak to the person that you could really trust. We've been bringing it out as quickly as possible and for less money than any other RFP vendor.
Yeah, the one takeaway what I would like to say is that the customers that, even though it looks like very confusing when you first look at it at a very high level, but when you try to dig deep into our solutions or partner solutions of the ecosystem, you will see that once you peel off the layers, we have a solution for the problem what you're looking at.
Okay. Yes.
And for me, it's pretty simple. Most of the questions we get asked is, can you do this? Can you do that? So basically walking away, yeah, they can do that.
Very nice. All right, well, thank you all very much for taking the time to do this. Shout out a little bit about what's inside the booth, some of the announcements and the people and the partners that you have. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you. So thank you.